Hey, you're listening to the All In Network podcast. This is Dan McCabe, and today we're going to talk about practice making perfect-ish. And we're going to talk about how getting out there and just doing the thing, but without worrying about the results, is going to help get you some of the best results that you could ever imagine. So today's day 44 of All In for 90. Let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dan, and day 44, All In for 90. And we've been a little backlogged on getting the podcast loaded, so I'm sorry if they look like they're kind of jumping out. I assure you I'm recording them on the appropriate days, but had a few technical glitches. We're network marketers. We're not technical people all the time. We're networkers. But we run into little issues, and they got to get fixed because we're only so smart whether or not we can fix them ourselves. But things we can't do, somebody else knows how to do them, so we figure it out. All right, day 44, we're talking about practice makes perfect-ish. It does. And I remember very vividly writing this page. This book now, I probably wrote this page 2 years ago. But I remember very vividly what I was thinking and what was the inspiration behind it. And it had everything to do with me coaching my son's Little League baseball team and just being at actually, we were at a game, and while we were at one of the games, a kid missed a ground ball. No big deal. These were like 10-year-olds. Kids miss ground balls. But one of the other coaches, had kind of this frustrated look, a big moment in the game. And he's like, man, we work on those things. We keep working on them. We got to make those plays. He didn't say it to the kid, but he said it to me sitting in the dugout. And he's like, I don't know what it is. And my response was that we can show them everything that they need to do. But until they take 10,000 grounders, they're not going to catch them all. They're never going to catch them all. Major League Baseball players miss the occasional ground ball. But the cool thing, the fun thing about watching kids and coaching baseball is that they'll go practice because we can teach you all the right things to do in network marketing. I can teach a kid all the proper fundamentals for catching a ground ball. And I can show them exactly, this is how you move your feet, this is where your glove sits, this is what your throwing hand does, this is the way your head should be, this is how level your back should be, your knees should be bent this far. I can tell them everything. But until they do it 10,000, 20,000 times, they're not going to be good at it. They need to practice it. And each time they practice, they're going to get a little better. That's the perfect-ish. That's the ish part. We're never going to be perfect 100% of the time with any of these learned skills. But we can become really, really good at them. But we need to do the actual learning. We need to go through and we need to take our lumps and we need to go through and do the activities over and over and over and over and over again. And what's fun about kids and ground balls, and what I like about that analogy, is that after that game, I got to run one of the practices. And I was an assistant coach for that particular team, but the head coach was gone and I got to run the practice. And I was like, you know what? We're just going for repetitions, hard, all day. And I just rattled off grounder after grounder after grounder after grounder. And they were in stations. We did piles of them. And the kids would feel them or they would miss them. It didn't matter. They got back in line and they would take another one. They didn't care. They didn't care if they missed it. They would go again. And they would do it again and do it again and do it again. Now we become jaded as adults. As grown-ups, all of a sudden, we miss that first grounder. We think the other kids in line saw us and makes us timid. Maybe we don't want to get up there. Maybe we don't want to try again. That's what happens with our network marketing presentations. We go fumble through our first presentation. Somebody says no to us, aka missing the grounder. They say no to us, and then we don't want to get back in line. We don't want to go do the next one. When we come back up and we're going to go do the next one, we become that much more timid, which makes it that much harder to present or to actually succeed within that presentation, because really we need to be in state like we talk about. We need to have our belief up. Our conviction needs to be strong. And we need to go in there like we're going to close it. We go in there with the mentality that we're going to close the deal. We're going to close it far more often than if we go in with the mentality of I hope I don't screw this up. Same thing with kids and ground balls. If you start thinking about that grounder is getting hit to you and you're thinking about, I hope I don't screw this up versus this is how I'm going to attack this ball and throw the guy out at first, they're going to screw it up more. But kids don't think like that. It's beautiful. Think about your younger self and do that. Be that. Don't worry about the result. Just keep doing the thing. Take more grounders. Do more presentations. They will get better and better and better and better until you get to the point where you can close Most of them. I would say right now with everything that I'm doing at All In Networker, Networker Pro, and the sales calls that I've been getting on lately, I'm closing about 80%. It's not because I'm some kind of monumental best closer ever. I'm okay. I've practiced. I've done the thing a lot of times, but I have 100% conviction and belief in what it is that we're selling and what we're offering. For one, I've got a tremendous offer that far exceeds, what we're charging. So there's tons of value there. And we're providing this unparalleled support. It's if somebody calls and they have an issue and I need to jump on a Zoom call, I'm doing everything that I need to do right now to provide tremendous value for the money, insane amounts of value for the money. And it's working, and things are growing, and they're growing steadily every single day. So, right now things are good. Things are good. I feel really good about everything. And I just enjoy where we're at. It's my son's birthday week, we'll call it. So we've been doing things, and it's, we're at the end of COVID pandemic. So it was kind of a limited birthday. I mean, it's better than last year where his birthday just basically got postponed until this year. So it was good though. We tried to do as much as we can, and we're starting to get out more, just like I know a lot of people are. We're excited to get back out into the world as this thing settles down. But in the meantime, appreciate you guys as always. If you want to learn more about what it is that I do at All In Networker, you can go check out allinnetworker.com. If you want to connect and learn more about what we're doing around lead generation and helping network marketers grow their businesses online, the best way if you want to get in touch with me is to send me a message over on LinkedIn. I spend most of my time there out of all the social media accounts, and that's the one account where I actually check all of my messages myself. So, all right, that being said, until tomorrow, I will see you guys on day 45. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.